What up, people? Pushing While Black here, and I am before I got ready to go to my New Year's festivities. I just wanted to give you guys an end of the year what's been up with me and how this 2016 was for me. Well, when I started 2016, it was actually 2000. This year in Dallas actually began for me on Christmas Day because I moved back on Christmas Day of 2015. So this is what I've learned in the year, that gentrification is a real thing. That apparently no one tells you that gentrification is a real thing. It just sort of happens. And basically that Dallas is no longer a cheap place to live. Um, I wasn't having a good situation back in Chicago. I wasn't. I didn't get my own place. I couldn't get my own place. I couldn't get my feet under me. I couldn't get a foundation. Did find a job, but the job was kind of it was making like I think $8.25 an hour, and I couldn't really get no feet, no foundation under me to kind of be in my own space and kind of do what I'm doing now. So in December, like Christmas, when did I leave? Christmas, the day before Christmas Eve, the 23rd. Forgive me if the camera's kind of juggling. I'm just kind of getting in a space where I'm comfortable. 23rd of December, I caught the train, came back Christmas Day, stayed with my brother for a couple of months because I just wanted to see. Originally, like I was just gonna pick up some tax documents from some jobs that I worked at here, and I was like, and originally this was just I was gonna see a couple of things. I had a couple job opportunities lined up, and I ended up staying with my brother a little long, but I appreciate it, and found a job doing sales. One of my classmates was working at the spot. She told me about it, and I got it. I rolled in there. I got the job the same day. I started that Monday, and that was cool. It was a sales job. I really wasn't good at it, and that was the first job I ever walked out of. Literally, I had two bad calls back to back, and I was like, man, this is not. I stayed there got it in February, stayed there for till April, and I was like, man, this is done. I'm done. I hate, like, I can't do this job anymore, and I was actually on my way back home because, like, I was like, this is stupid. I needed my own space. I needed my own spot, and I just couldn't get my foot under me here. Like, I couldn't get an apartment, like, because everything that I got the job, and I'm looking for apartments, and I'm trying to get my own space and get out everybody's way, and it just seemed like every apartment that I was at, it went up $200. Everything went up like $200. So, and basically, one of the leasing agents told me, dude, if you'd have came like if you'd have came a week before Christmas, you'd have been fine. You'd found a place. But gentrification is weird in Dallas because Dallas is one of those places where my mom calls them workers' quarters, where they have like you can be like in the middle of like white suburbia, but you have that one or those two apartments that are like Section 8 apartments or they're workers' quarters, and they like across the street from me, there's an apartment complex where they're making like or down the street from me, like a one bedroom is like a grand, and then like two apartments down from me is like Section 8 housing. So that's how kind of Dallas is. But it used to be you can always find an apartment to comfortably live in, and it just seems like the bad apartments are like really expensive. They're like thinking this is a decent apartment, but I remember when the apartment that I'm in now used to be like $500, and I'm paying like $700 now. So I didn't know that. So when I got here, it was really hard for me to get a place, and then I was having a bad time in the sales gig, and I left, and I walked out, and people tried to stop me from quitting, and I was like, nah, I'm done. I'm walking out this month. So I was on my way home. I was on my way back to Chicago. I was like, man, this is stupid. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna try to get my job back at this department store, and hopefully I didn't burn bridges. You know what I mean? Um, and we'll go from there. And some told me to stay a little bit longer, and I went on a couple of interviews, and somebody told me to stay a little bit longer. That Tuesday that I quit that gig, I got my Social Security back because I was working and I was off of it. So I got my Social Security back, and I was like, okay, but dang, I don't got a supplemental income, and it'll still be hard for me to get a place. So stay with my brother a little longer. When like about 3 weeks later, I've got a job doing polls, and then it just became now I got enough to get money to get to get a place to live. And it took a while, but I got a crib. Took till August, but I got a crib. And now my got my crib, as humble as it is. I live in efficiency now versus a 1 bedroom before when I was here. And when I got this apartment, I was like, it's time for me to seriously build my own thing. And I always experimented with the YouTube stuff for the last couple of years, and I'm like, I'm gonna seriously try to be a content creator. And I said that in one of the videos that I did this year. So it's been a couple of months since I've been consistently doing it. It's been hard, but it's been fun, and I can honestly say it's been hard only because I haven't made money doing it, and I still have to have a 9 to 5. So, but it's been fun. It's been fun working with Anthony. It's been fun working with Mignon. Them two guys are my friends. It's been fun building things with them. It's been fun because Ant's kind of doing his own thing, and I've been helping him build his channel as well. Some of my content I'm sharing with him. So at some point we're gonna figure out how to make money off of this because it's been really fun, and for both of us. And I am I found another job. I've had 3 jobs since I've been back in Dallas, which is weird, and especially for a black disabled man that for a while wasn't working. I've gone years without working. To have 3 jobs in a year has been amazing. So, and to be able to say you can walk away from a job by your own, you can quit a job, not quit a job and give 2 weeks notice, but you can quit a job, angrily leave, and then find a job 3 weeks later, and and then quit without having another job lined up. That's a blessing within itself. So, 2016 has taught me like sometimes you got to go back to where you're comfortable to get out of your comfort zone. Like I had to go back here. I had to get back here to going home was cool. I'm glad I went home. I'm not saying I won't go home again because my mom is there, and Chicago is home. You know what I'm saying? The south suburbs of Chicago, that's home for me. But you can go home again, but sometimes it's not the best bet for you, and 2016 taught me that. 2016 taught me that sometimes you have to build your own lane in order to be happy. And I had to build my own lane, or I'm in the process of building my own lane to be happy. Because if the system doesn't want you, what are you going to do then? I'm a creator, I'm a graphic designer, I'm an artist, and the system doesn't want me. I've been doing customer service and telephone work for the past like 3 years. In order for me to keep my sanity, I had to do Pushing While Black, and I have to design the end cards for that. And I'm about to get on Instagram for, not only to show y'all pictures of my magnificent beard here, but I'm gonna try to parlay that into a graphic design avenue. Cause I don't know, the system don't want me, man. And it's not because I'm a bad designer. I walk in interviews, I go on interviews and I'm like, this is stupid. Like I go on interviews and they're like, they like my stuff, but then they see me and it's like, wow, you don't know what to do here. So that's what 2016 taught me, yo. 2016 taught me sometimes you gotta go you gotta go back where you're comfortable. I know a lot of people are like, you gotta get out your comfort zone. I'm telling y'all gotta go back to where you're comfortable. But understand, like, there's a reason for it. Like, in order for me to make it, I had to move back here. And now I'm building my foundation to where I don't have to work for anybody else. Am I still working for somebody else? Yeah, but in a year or so, I hope not to be. But I couldn't do that back home. I had to do that where I knew I can be comfortable and I can be independent and I can build up seed money. So 2016 has been good to me. I've had rough patches, I've had good patches. Right now we're in a good patch. And there's nothing to guarantee that it'll stay a good patch because I'm in a temporary job right now. They can let me go in a day. But I got skills and I built up a portfolio doing this YouTube thing, and we're going to go from there. So to 2016, I say fare thee well because you have been a problem for people. And to 2017, I welcome thee with open arms. And here's to a hell of a year. Later, people. Happy New Year. Love y'all. Peace.